Welcome, Jordan here. In today's video, we're going to be discussing getting in the room with high-frequency leaders, creatives, experts in their field, and my experience over the last couple of days spending some time here at the Seed in Bali with about 25 to 30 entrepreneurs, experts, creatives, and the osmosis that occurs in these scenarios. And we're really going to tie it back to embodied leadership. What does it mean to be an embodied leader in today's modern world? Oftentimes we can get pulled out of our real truth when we are looking at what's going on online. But spending time offline and meeting people face to face, connecting with people in real time, has always been the biggest transformation factor for me, for my growth. And not only do you make incredible friends and community from that, but you learn so much, not through the words that are spoken, but through the energy that is transmitted. So first of all, what is embodied leadership? From my perspective, through the lens I see the world, embodied leadership is the balance of the masculine and the feminine energy within all of us. And the embodiment of both of those energies can mean a variety of different things, but let's show some examples to help you get a deeper understanding of what that really looks like. If we look at masculinity when it comes to business, we're looking at the disciplined actions, we're looking at structure, we're looking at rhythm, consistency, the elements that move things forward. When we look at feminine energy in business, we look at the creative aspects, the flow, the surrender, the letting go to needing it to be all on your shoulders. If we tie it to leadership, it's compassionate communication, but also having clear boundaries. In leadership from a masculine perspective, we're looking at direct communication, but not looking to control people. We have all of these different elements when it comes to masculine and feminine energy. And when you put 25 to 30 entrepreneurs who have a nice balance of both of these energies, and all of that is in harmony, what you get is a beautiful experience. You get a vibration that you feel throughout your soul. You get a feeling, a burst of inspiration, an understanding that comes through not the words that are spoken or the methods that are shared or the strategies that are spoken about, but you receive something different. You feel different. You feel a shift taking place within you. You feel clarity unlock in a way that it never has before. And you realize that the little things that you were looking for, that you thought were the problem, aren't really the problem at all. And that there really is no problem, because the problem is created in the mind. And when the problem is created in the mind, it pulls us out of our truth, it pulls us out of our essence. We forget who we are for a little bit. These times are for remembering who we are. That's not to say that these other aspects of business, the strategies, the tactics, the movements, the actions, it's not to say that they're not important. Persuasion is a real thing. Psychology is a real thing. Human behavior is a real thing. It's not one or the other. It's not sit over here and vibe and hope that everything changes. It's not hustle till your eyes bleed in the hopes that eventually that will get you to where you want to be. You can live in either of these worlds. But the beautiful aspect of living in alignment is living in the harmony of both. So we want to be able to look at where are we imbalanced. And if you want to go deeper into masculine and feminine energy, I have a video that goes deeper into this when it comes to leadership specifically. You can check that out. It'll be linked somewhere around this video. So spending this time over these last couple of days has been not only interesting, but it has sparked so many ideas. And personally for me, it has allowed me and given me a sense of ease and understanding to know that the work that I do is going in the right direction for where humanity needs to go, especially within business. And to connect with these incredible people, to see all of the different perspectives, even things that I may not have thought of myself or agreed with for some time. I can open my mind to see where people are coming from. I can share ideas with people who do not see the world the exact same way as me, but we can still co-create something beautiful together. And that's real real collaboration. It's not that one way is the best way, it's a combination of them all, and finding the beautiful aspect of what is resonant with you. And that is really what this event has shared with me. And I've had the privilege of experiencing that through speaking one-on-one with all of these different incredible humans. And also being in the collective group, doing things like breathwork, speaking around authenticity and content and messaging, how to communicate, how to embody that leader within that is just asking to be shown to the world. And it's interesting, when we look at embodied leadership, it's walking that tightrope of balance that we talked about. But really, what we're aiming to do is become fully whole within ourselves. If we look at the yin and the yang symbol, you have one side on the left, you have one side on the right. It's the balance of both. And that pathway in the middle, that winding road in the middle, is the tightrope that we walk throughout our life. And business is no different. If anything, business is the foundational way in which we walk that tightrope, because it forces us to become someone new. It forces us to become somebody different. And the reason we choose that path of challenge, of risk, of uncertainty, is because we, at the deepest level, are desiring deep transformation. Because it's not necessarily about the arrival at the milestones that we hit, the financial goals that we set out to achieve. It's about who we become along the way that gives us the deep fulfillment. And when we put our focus there, we allow ourselves to stay fully present in what it truly means to be a leader. Fully present in the moment, enjoying the beautiful aspects of a beautiful sunset, of the sound of the ocean, sound of silence, sound of music, the deep focus that comes from getting an idea, a spark, synthesizing that into something powerful, a methodology, a way of thinking, a way of being, a creation, an offer, and then bringing that out into the world from a creative place. This ebb and this flow of walking that middle way allows us to embrace whatever the moment really is, even the harsh times, especially the harsh times, especially the times of uncertainty. Because it's in those moments of feeling like everything is going terribly wrong compared to our expectation. That's when we get to make a new choice of who we want to be moving forward. And one of the biggest things that we've done over the last couple of days is, as a group, as a collective, in this environment, is simply to reflect. To carve out some time with a blank page and to ask ourselves, what is it that I truly want to do? If I had 100 million in my bank account right now, what would I do for free? If I had to start over today from scratch on a blank page and I had no history of anything, what would I do today? These questions allow us to open up the creative juices that are flowing through our minds, that are just waiting to be tapped into. Because every day is a new chapter, every day is a new start, every day is a new page. And when every day is a new page and we treat it that way, we have the chance to shift, to choose a higher level, a new level of leadership, a new level of authenticity, a new level of mastery. And when we choose that path, we open up the space to become. We open up the space to be. To not just do the grind, the hustle for the sake of it, but to stop and ask ourselves, are we trying to sprint? Even if we're going in the wrong direction? Or are we trying to sprint in the direction that we truly desire to move in? Because momentum is an interesting thing. Momentum can be flowing in a direction. But is that the direction we want things to move in? If we were to foresee the coming 1, 2, 3, 4 years, is this the general direction I want to move in? Or am I doing things out of obligation? Am I doing things out of feeling that I have to? Am I doing things out of shoulds? And when we pull back, every so often, not every day, but every so often, we pull back and we ask ourselves, is this still the direction I want to move in? We allow more flow to happen in our lives. And that's when we'll get these ideas and challenges to maybe move in a different direction, to take a step back and go in a slightly different way, or produce something different. But that's the thing that's going to bring us the most alignment. And that's where we cultivate concentration, but concentration in a way that is directed with our life force, in a way that's powerful, in a way that is aligned for us. That's what I've learned. So these last couple of days have been interesting. Not just the learnings from what was covered here, but the learnings from understanding humans. Understandings that we are all going through our own different things in this life. We're all going through something. Whether it's a transition, many people here were going through transitions in business, in identity specifically. And as someone who helps people in this area, it's interesting to see the thoughts that are going through people's minds, the challenges that are arising, and to remember that we are all going through something in a different way, and really reflecting on all of these different conversations. I aim to remind myself that no matter what is going on in my life, how can I come from a giving place? How can I give more? How can I be more grateful for the problems that I have? Because when I come from that place and I can understand that a lot of my problems can actually be solved if I can just give more to others. Within reason, of course. Boundaries are important here. But it's understanding that we are all going through our own journey in a different way. So if there's something that I can give to somebody else, indirectly that helps me in another way. It's just how the universe works. So we're covering a lot of different things here, but these are all the aspects of embodied leadership that I've been uncovering deeply over these last number of years, and I'm excited for this next chapter for me personally. But I'm also inspired by the incredible people I've had around me. And if there's anything that I would recommend for you to do is to get in the room, but get in the room with the right people. Get in the room with the people who represent the frequency that you want to embody. And the way for you to do that is to reflect and open that blank piece of paper. Who is it that I want to become? Who is it that I want to be? From that place, what is it that I want to do? And is what I'm doing right now actually aligned with that? And how can I myself embody the frequency I wish to surround myself with? Because everything magnetizes towards what's familiar for you, what's normal to you. I know myself that every single person around me over these last number of days have been a reflection of myself. And that's a beautiful thing. Because everything is a reflection. It's all a mirror. The good and the perceived bad. It's all a beautiful mirror. We embrace the good. We embrace the bad as well. Because they're all lessons. Lessons within. I hope this video is helpful to you. Embodied leadership is the way forward. Embodied leadership is the thing that is going to move humanity forward, your business forward, and allow you to tap into such a higher octave that competition does not exist, because you know who you are. You are your authentic self. You are your full expression of what it means to be you. And continuously walking that path allows you to completely separate yourself from the market, but then also understand that we are all one in a collective. So there is no separation, and competition is an illusion. But if we were to look at competition in this lens, there is none. When you follow that path, when you become that within you to the highest possible degree, it's the biggest takeaway. I hope this video is helpful to you. I will see you in the next one. This has been Jordan. Much love.